and knowledge.
This is it.
I hope.
What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guest. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met. Well, in person, but I...
Belara, my dear girl.
Charmed.
I like that bit with the flaming skull.
It's nothing, really. Just an... I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming.
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Something's moving. Up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
I've singled you out.
What? Where'd everyone go?
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves, depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
So you can't control them.
I'm afraid sometimes the weak and dead work themselves into frenzies. Relax. Watch yourself. I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Hello.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
So, Professor,
Just Emmerich, please.
you weren't that surprised we need a Fade expert.
The spirits talk. Even the simplest have been clamoring about chaos in the Fade. Someone coming to consult wasn't an if, so much as a when.
Got us in the distance. Well, look at that.
Nicely done.
Chilly in here. Courtesy of a demon.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
Can't get along.
all safe?
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid. They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Here's our second wisp.
At least they don't follow us around without asking.
Would you like them to accompany us?
I'm good.
There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door. Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction. Well fought, Rook.
Finish it.
Good work, Rook.
Ready if you are.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Bringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place. Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I trained with the Wardens in the Anderfels.
Home to the fortress of Weishaupt. I've heard stories. You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground. Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook? This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
Right. Then what?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
Handy. Could use a few of those for back home.
I understood Tevinter to be experienced in dealing with malign manifestations.
Oh, we are. You have to be when blood magic attracts them. Or some cultist decides to summon something on purpose. I'll take any help I can get.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair! Who brought it here?
Venatori.
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Well, there's some luck for you.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Shh. I think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory...
We found those Venatori.
We have no place in this. Put them down!
What are the Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
I'll fill you in on them later.
Take your shot.
I am your vessel!
Take the love. Top team's ready.
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. This looks interesting.
Spirit labyrinths? I didn't know they'd learn to make miniature ones in Tevinter.
Hello. Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous.
Might know someone who could help with that.
Do you, madam? We'd be grateful. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work. The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right. There's one chain.
Excellent.
Kill them all, but... Got it.
That's one for us. Let's end this. Quickly! Made it through.
I command it! Attack!
Let's finish this.
I will not allow it!
We're on fire. Look out! Finish this.
It's over.
That's the last chain.
Must have the lower level to ring the bell. Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
There's the Venatori.
Another assault.
Doing, Emmerich. The Venatori brought demons.
Now it's your turn. Got company.
We're halfway there.
We've got a range demon. Get clear. Your turn.
Emmerich, now what?
Now, the grand necropolis shows itself. Watch out!
Well, look at that. No more despair, demons.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. But come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from. Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent...
No one ever brings me tea after I slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant, Manfred. Always...
You spoke of Ding.
The elven god... You're good in a fight.
Wonderful.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again.
What the Venatori ultimately intended with their
They want a war? We'll damn well give them one.
You need an army to fight a war, though. They've got two. The Venatori and Anton wasted no time allying themselves with the gods. Power at any cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing?
The Shadow Dragons, particularly after we helped save their city.
A debt the Viper will repay soon.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting.
Could she have found some
Probably.
The First Warden hasn't been thrilled with how I'm carrying out my duties.
So are you a new one, huh?
If we go to the wetlands, I'm hoping the First Warden's safely over in Weishaupt.
Couldn't say. Still, you can't get in any more trouble with the Order than you already are.
Yeah. Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
No.
Get...
I am.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarin. They joined while you...
Hey.
Charmed.
People blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. Knowing what the gods are...
Good to have you back.
After...
If I don't make the tough decisions, no one else will. So I live with the consequences.
And you don't blame anyone else for them. Anyway, you've got to meet...
Between the facing gods. is whole, restored.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
he seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear.
At least he's... Sounds like the perfect soldier.
Aerial cavalry. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts. Most of my life makes me wonder.
You're what?
They...
I'd like to think everyone can fight.
Just
What?
trying to ignore.
Good thing you are.
Taking a walk?
A third edition of...
You look moved in?
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a... What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Early on, it mostly felt... But it's gotten more homey with each new person.
For all its grandeur,
We'll be fighting with...
by the way...
Oh.
The spirits lament, dweller. The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
Rook, welcome to the Hosberg wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
I could sense blight before we were through the Alluvion. What's happening?
That's the question, isn't it? Oh, one of them.
The blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not...
What is strange?
How many people are here?
Of course.
Should I... It's a good thing in...
Oh, hello. Another day.
All right, let's find those boil samples. Looks...
You've been to the farmlands. There's a family. Voss. I'm close. They spoke of the blight. The blight. Before...
If I find any... Lavendel Village. Whatever happened here looks like Demeter's Crossing.
It's still standing, and I'll fight to keep it that way.
Often a plate...
Are you here to help Lavendel?
Wouldn't be surprised if damage from the Blight stirred something up.
Whether it's a curse or a darkspawn nest, Lavendel's better off with it.
There. That's our Blight boil. Got a sample. Guessing they'll need more than one.
Knowing how Antoine experiments. Yes.
Got the sample.
Lovely.
Darkspawn, don't drop your guard.
Champion, stay ready. Everyone all right? Bring a pair of
Everyone all right? Nothing a pair of wardens can't handle.
There, another champion.
Got it.
First at Demeter's Crossing, now here. And the gods are just getting started.
I've never seen a surge like this.
Now it's your turn. Your turn.
This was farmland.
And people's homes.
The Blight.
Check out the ballista. Could be useful.
You just want to shoot stuff.
Signs of a family that disappeared.
Sure thing.
They knew the Blight was coming. But how? What went wrong after?
Something toyed with the people here. Rook gets that one.
Statues. They're Chantry sisters.
I'm guessing the artist was aiming for hopeful. They're just unnerving now.
With Blight pushing through the cracks, no wonder they're still standing.
Digging over the same areas. What was he searching for?
I think it sensed us attacking the boils. It's not happening.
We need to stop it.
Lucky shot. Get clear.
And another sample.
I think we've got enough.
Yeah. Let's get back to Evka and Antoine.
Be ready. Take it to them! Beat the odds.
Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
Promises them a way out, then keeps them in the same place. Like a game.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once. Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well. Sealing. It's done. No more echo. For now.
I heard you almost had a demon outbreak in Minrathous.
Almost.
Way I hear it, the city sleeps better for you in it.
Maybe. But the Venatori don't sleep.
Maybe I should give it a go hunting them instead.
No shortage of work there.
Venatori barrier crystals. Whoever came this way didn't want to be followed.
Place, too.
What are they doing in the Hossberg wetlands? What's that sound?
I'm guessing it's not the Blight.
Gotta move!
This is the cursed manor.
Spare no expense on the atmosphere.
Treasure belongs to the Venatori.
Time to finish this room.
We've got company.
Kill the heretic!
Go! Go!
So they want Lord Gaspin's treasure, but look at this place. Is it really still here?
Inside.
What was that?
We're not alone here.
The manor is supposed to be cursed.
Want to know?
You got it.
The cellar. Stay on guard. Research notes. This man wanted Lord Gaspin's treasure to impress Elginar.
Curious creatures.
Hiding the curious. That almost feels personal. Need to move.
Way to fight, bro!
Hey, behind you. Take your shot. Benani, who's yours?
Venatori wanted treasure but found a sealed demon.
What can you expect in a place like this?
Let's look around. This writing is old. If it was Lord Gaspin, whatever he thought was back here, it wasn't enough. He found a demon, or became the one we met. If the demon was the curse, at least we've kept it away from Lavendel. Once we're done, we can let Bastion know.
On your guard. Good job, Ned.
Behind you! Watch it! Behind you! I've got the setup for the rest.
Keep that up, Rook.
The Voss family? Did you find anything?
There was something in the well. It got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. The stories. But it was sealed.
It's sealed again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa. Thank you for letting me know.
Are you all right?
I'm not.
Rook!
Hello there. Good day.
Antoine.
Yes? They're like nothing we've seen. And Rook? I believed you.
We need to...
First
You
Warden,
were told to stay away. Or does your allegiance to us no longer matter?
What do you want me to do? Stick my head up my ass and pretend nothing's happening?
He doesn't mean that.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. He's telling the truth. The Blight...
It changes nothing.
I took the same vows as you.
You're on thin ice. You tamp... Wardens...
I'm a warden. I know what I'm doing. Why won't he listen?
You're a good warden. And don't catch yourself thinking otherwise.
Maybe. But I need the Order's help.
There's you, Davrin, me, and Antoine. We make it work with the four of us. You and Davrin work with your new friends. Antoine and I will track Darkspawn and...
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd take...
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were... abundance.
Please do.
Well, you get high. Nice to have a fellow warden on. Our paths may not have crossed at what. The moment they handed us a chalice with archdemon blood.
And the moment we took a sip.
What were we thinking? I was thinking, wait, I thought this was ale.
Guess somebody wasn't paying attention in class.
I thought the joining was some prank they pulled on new recruits.
Good times.
Yeah. Though I can't say I've got it all worked out, being a warden.
Feeling lost?
Sometimes I think about the calling. You hear stories about other wardens who have left for theirs. Here, warden. Thanks for your service. Now enjoy the creepy sound in your head.
But don't worry, that's just...
What's the... Well, I find out we've secretly raised griffins this whole time.
Nothing personal. I only got called in when the Gloomhowlers showed up.
Nothing like that.
Good taste.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them.
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just...
Is this about what your mother said?
No.
What'd she say?
Tasha's mother said that Tash acted more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should...
I wasn't raised under the Qune, but our people believe some jobs are for men and others are for women.
Yep.
If you don't want to talk about it anymore, but whatever this is...
I still don't...
Arcanis? Where is he?
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I can...
Rook, you're here.
You
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how.
I've never thought about it. Emmerich might know. That it. Syrian learned. They have, well, how would you talk?
Really condescending.
Right! You wouldn't. Archive.
One of the greatest of true.
Good.
What or who?
The bad gods. But now we know the truth. So we don't know for sure. They used to say Solus was one, so best.
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuri.
Archive. You have...
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance, how would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Yep, same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a...
Any way I can avoid answering this?
I'm sorry.
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go!
What's going on? Look.
It's not Lucanus. Rook, do something!
Spite, stop. You're not taking Lucanus through the Alluvian.
I could, if you'd move.
So you can take him with.
How did...
You...
You can't just caffeinate your way.
It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm...
You can't just stay awake.
I'll be more careful next time.
We have to make Spite...
He's Spite, not learning.
I bolstered guards along the ridge. We've got the high ground.
How are supplies? Running low as ever.
I've never seen anything like this. The whole forest is in chaos.
Bits and bobs for just the right price. Come back anytime.
You had me followed. Inquired about me.
Get the new supplies, Will. Always good to see you in here, Rook. Come back soon. We'll have more.
Dogtown's never short on nightlife, is it?
It's when the streets are most alive. And when I'm likely working.
In my favorite cereal, there's a showdown in a secret market that only opens every third full moon. What moon is it now? Is it real? Can we go there?
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping?
Indeed, but today we have...
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Adar, the man who led us all.
Your surname is Adar. We have a Kunari on the team who...
I've earned my share of rumors, but no one has ever said I breathed fire. Harding mentioned Tosh, though. I'd love to meet her when matters are less pressing.
When matters are less pressing indeed.
Morgan...
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about... I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Liliana, and... Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to turn the Inquisition over to Chantry control. But I never lost the friends who had... Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think.
And while you do so, Rook,
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to...
My political strength? Tevinter... And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't...
the Inquisitor... Solus is ancient, and his I suggest you take it to the crossroads.
I appreciate it. Solus has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade, but anything that can help me get inside his head...
Wisely spoken.
He fooled us all before.
We should go, Inquisitor.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always,
Rook, good luck.
We should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to... Everyone except us. Guess...
The other archdemons are dead. Only Razikael and Lucican live. So which one is it?
No one has a good look yet.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling...
Our people must rebuild, and we must...
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to...
We fought to win. They need gods.
We are not gods.
Every lapdog.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dreadwolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgernon over him. A betrayal.
I think I get where Mythal is coming from.
Really?
You've just finished some big war, everyone is exhausted, and now Elganon won't give up power. If Mythal sided with Solus, would Elganon have backed down?
Not a chance.
It would have led to another war. Mythal tried to keep the peace.
And Solus must see that, but still can't accept that she chose peaceful politics over his ideals. It'd be nice to get inside his...
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurists seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you, I have sensed the...
I will investigate your claims if they forget the danger of the Blight.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurists and remained with me?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against? Doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dreadwolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other god using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor? Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made of something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away, then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
If there's one thing Solus loves, it's telling people they were wrong. And here, he's got the perfect opportunity. Oh, Mythal, you thought your fellow gods were so great? If only you were as smart as me.
He got her attention. She definitely seemed angry at the end.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, he met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice!
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Solus goes to Mythal, the one semi-reasonable elven god, for help, and the other gods kill her for it. I imagine the Dread Wolf's rebellion heated up significantly after that.
Right. And Mythal wasn't there to keep the other gods in check anymore.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal. We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elgar'nan and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes. to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the Veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Davrin and I have fought the Blight for years. It's terrifying. Watching the gods poison his world, his people, I understand why Solus would do anything to stop it.
I know, Rook. I'm not denying that. I wish there'd been a better way. That's all.
So does he. This isn't a memory he's proud of.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
Lace, I don't think you'll ever fully know whether the Chant of Light is literally true or not. What matters is that in its better moments, the Chantry encourages people to be kind and help each other.
What do we tell the Chantry about this? Do we tell them about this?
People are already questioning because of Elganon and Gillenane. It hasn't stopped them believing.
I guess people need that comfort, even if some parts of it aren't totally true.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The Elven Gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah.
Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.